everyone, I hope you're doing well and I hope that you're having a great day. I am here to do an intuitive card reading on today's energies to see what messages, insights, and guidance the universe has for us. So let's take a look at the cards and see what they want us to know. Okay, so we have Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, in today's modern society full of instant gratification and the rush to be productive and get so many things done and to always be on the go and to be with the hustle, there's a lot of rushing and people can try to cut corners and it just ends up draining us all and, making us worse for wear. Like, if we took our time with things, the quality would be so much better. But a lot of the time, since, we're rushing and trying to get the most done possible, the quality of our work will suffer. Not that it'll necessarily be like trash or anything, but we could do better work if we gave ourselves the time. And that's not just to say that us personally are, limiting ourselves like that. It could be, society at large, leadership, whatever. There's so much demand to be on the go, but we can get so much more done if we can remember to breathe, to, take our time, to go with the flow. And if we get into alignment and take that inspired, aligned action, we can get so much more done. But because of how our society is set up, it's all about getting things done. And if, one of the days you're less productive than others, it's like, oh, how dare you? But it's like, maybe you needed that rest. Because if you're, trying to pour from an empty cup, you don't have anything to give. And that's what today's society tends to do, is to have us constantly pouring out of our cups. And a lot of times people can't keep up with refilling their cups, and so their energy runs out. And I have experienced that before. I've had to work multiple jobs to try to make ends meet, and I didn't have anything left to give. I'd go to all my jobs, be running around from thing to thing with no time to breathe in between. And then I'd come home, I'd eat, I'd shower, and then I'd go to bed. And I wasn't really living. And it's not like the stuff I did didn't have any quality to it, but I know I could have done better work if I would have been allowed to have more space to breathe. But working in the schools as one of the lower support people, they love to drag us around and spread us very, very thin. And then they'd yell at us and treat us nasty and want us to do more and more and more, but never really give us much pay. And they kind of just treat us like expendable, disposable tools that they can just use, break, and toss out when they're done. And it was a mess. But when we are allowed to go more at our own pace, we can learn better, we can be more productive, and it's just not everyone goes at the same pace. And some days you can be super, super productive. I know there's some days where I just am overflowing with energy and I can get so much more done. But the other day I was just feeling very, very drained, and my body was going through it with, the cycles of the month, and I just didn't have much to give. So I ended up taking things very slow and doing more to relax and just enjoy life and try to replenish my energy. And since I did that, I then had more energy today to do things. So it just really helps if you can go with the flow, trust the process, and just remember, with the tortoise and the hare, slow and steady wins the race. Because the messaging that's coming in, it's kind of like winning the battle but losing the war when we're always rushing and with instant gratification, always trying to be productive. It's sure, you may have gotten the task done, but at what cost? Did you actually get the overarching big goal done or just this one little task, you know? So just be mindful about that. Do your best, remember to breathe, and remember to take care of yourself and replenish your energy and prioritize your peace of mind and well-being, because those are priceless. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of your day. Please take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.